The best vendor in Secrecy of the Obscure now is available for other expansions as well, for HOT, for Path of Fire, and for EOD as well. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you all the changes that this vendor had and how you can get rid of a lot of useless currencies and transform them into a lot of gold. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support me. Let's get into it. So right now I am at this vendor. You can see it right here. It's this one, Garlet Claw. You can see it in the Wizard's Tower. If you want all of this, all of the versions of it, all of the tabs, you can meet him here. You will indeed need the Mastery Astral Ward Wayfinder Mastery if you want this. Now, if you do not have this Mastery, don't worry. Even if you don't have Secrecy Obscure, you're going to be able to access this vendor depending on the actual expansion. There's going to be vendors in each of the expansions to get the currencies available to them. Now, where are these vendors? There's one here in Eye of the North. This is the Path of Fire one. I actually was wrong in the previous video. It's going to be right here on the left side of the Hall of Monuments, close to the crafting stations. There's going to be another one in Dragon Stand for HOT vendors, for HOT currencies, right off the packed base waypoint right here on the spot. And of course also for EOD in Arborstone, for EOD currencies, you're gonna have to go here to Arborstone, and it's gonna be on this spot right here, close to the trading post and all this other stuff, right there. And that's it. Those are the three ones. Remember guys, they will only sell you the currencies available to that expansion straight on the POF. This vendor has been known for a while, okay, because the point of this vendor is that you can transform a lot of horrible currencies like egg-grade ingots or, you know, prismacyte crystals into other useful stuff. And you can actually check my other video on this and the description down below. But the big change that we have now is that not only you can see in other places, but there's more things to be exchanged for. For example, now you can exchange Von Skinner ritual vials, memory of others, and other stuff, right? So we're gonna go through all the best ones that you can actually get, because holy, we have some very good things right here. So the main ones that I'm gonna concentrate here right now is the Crystal Desert ones that are also in Path of Fire, you know, in Crystal Oasis, the Heart of Maguma ones as well, from Dragon Stand, and the rest honestly it's in the other video, and it's only SOTO stuff and the weekly sales from the Astral Fluctuating Masses. Honestly, the changes here are not really relevant. The only thing that I would change here from the other video that I did back in the day is that now you can transform blade shards into these ones, and you can but these items are really not that worth it. They're kind of bad for gold, so I mean you can exchange them. It's just I wouldn't really worry about it too much. Now for the good ones, these are going to be a game changer. First of all, we have the Crystal Desert ones. Now you can see here there's a lot of, you know, not very interesting stuff, but if you go down, you actually find that you can exchange very useless currencies for Tier and Defense Seals. And you might say, oh, what is that? Well, those are the items that you can actually get in Eye of the North. Here on this side, there's going to be a vendor that you can purchase items with Tier and Defense Seals. You can see there, as soon as I got any of these ones, you open them and you get a lot of cool materials. But for each Tier and Defense Seal, you're going to get around 1 silver, right? Which is very much worth it. So you can definitely get a lot of stuff from that. Which things are you gonna be purchasing for this Tier and Defense Seals? Now let's go through all of them. The first thing I think it's very good is the Von Skinner Vial. This actual item that we saw before is an item that can be used to transform these very specific skins, the Bone Skinner Rib, the Bone Skinner Spine, and the Bone Skinner Totem, into better versions of themselves. Now, even though you can do this, and they actually look pretty cool, although the only difference between these skins and the base versions of them, and the upgraded versions of them, are just, honestly, it's just that you can draw, yeah, there it is. Dark Souls or energy appear upon drawing or stowing the weapon. That is the only difference. They still have a trail, they still look very good, so it's not really necessary. So you can, if you don't care about this, you can definitely not upgrade them, and they will ask you for 80 gold in amalgamated draconic lodestones and a gift of bones. So honestly, I would definitely say that you know, consider this if you really want to upgrade them. But if you don't, you can go here, of course, into the Gorlotto, well, also in Path of Fire, in Crystal Oasis, and interchange 3 of them and a bit of Karma for 1 Tyrian Defense Seal, which in my opinion is very much worth it. Now the next one, of course, is the Memories of Otter. Oh, by the way, the Bone Skinner ritual video bios, you just get them from killing the Bone Skinner in the strike mission all the time, and if you're doing the Ezra Saga strikes, you're gonna be getting a lot of them. Now, the next one, as I said before, is the Memory of Otter. The Memory of Otter, you get it by doing a lot of Drizzlewood on North. Now, this Drizzlewood North is, and this Otter memory is made to be able to get a very specific enrichment. There we go, the Otter's Blessing enrichment that makes you have a little otter flying around you, which is actually pretty cool. And it's a very cool collection that you can do. But if you don't want it, or if you already have it, these Memories of Otters are just gonna be in your inventory at all points. I don't have it, so I'm not gonna use this, but you can interchange it for this. Now, of course, as we said before, you also have the Prismacyte crystals that we used to have before, Aether ingots that you can exchange, Eternal Ice Shards, although I'm not sure if I would do that, because this one's gonna be interchanged for Volatile Magic. But now you can also trade. You can trade treasure hunting kits that are completely useless, and you get them a lot from playing Path of Fire. Very, very good. And hatch chilies that you get them from any meta in Growthmore Valley. Also very useless, and way better to use them on this. And I'm gonna do it right now, because might as well. Now, the other thing that you can actually get is Elegy Mosaics for Tyrian Defenses. Now, I could actually get 3... Look at this number, because I have a lot of these ones, right? I could get 3,800 of these ones, which would equal to around more than 100 gold. Probably, honestly, way more than that. But the problem is that this is not really worth it for me, because the these specific things, the Elegy Mosaics, are necessary to buy funerary instances, and of course also to buy the gifts of the Rider, in order to make legendary weapons and get a gift of Desert Mastery, specifically Generation 2 legendary weapons. So if you're interested in doing Generation 2 Generation 2 legendaries, and you don't want to do map completion in HOT, you should not be using those ones, right? And instead, you should save them up for those. Just if you guys need, in order to get 1 gift of Desert Mastery for 1 legendary weapon, you're gonna need around 1,050 of these mosaics. So if you want to make 1 and you don't want to keep doing legendary bounties and to get more Elegy Mosaics, definitely don't use this. That being said, if you don't and you don't really care and you just want to liquidate into gold, you can definitely do this. Just be careful. Okay, be careful. Now you might think, well, why am I buying Tyrian Defense Seals instead of Eternal Ice Shards? Well, Eternal Ice Shards are just not as much gold as the Tyrian Defense Seals, so definitely don't do it. This one is 4 silver per Tyrian Defense Seal, and these ones are like 1 silver per Eternal Ice Shard. So definitely go for this. Now that I have done this, I'm gonna go into the Eye of the North, and we're gonna buy a little bit of these things that we a little bit of those defense seals, and get a little bit of return in investment from this. I'm gonna open BRF to track the gold that we actually are making, and let's see how much we get. As you can see here, the Deldrimor and Omulkahan are the best ones, and of course also you have the discount vendors ones that are just once a day and they give you more gold. Now you can see that the 5 silver one is the best one, Deldrimor, right? So anything that is above that, it's worth getting the discount. Everything before that is not worth it. Now in the following video I didn't know because the API was down, so I just bought everything, but I still made a lot of gold, so there you go. I'm just gonna buy all of these ones. Hopefully we actually are able to buy all of them. Yes, we are. Perfect. Now we're gonna go to the next one. We have a little bit left. Just gonna buy the rest. Take some more. Boom. And let's just see the boxes. We're gonna open them now. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'm also getting experience for some reason. That's interesting. And I just made 15 gold out of completely useless currency. And there you go. This is what you should be thinking about, this beautiful vendor, using it whenever, you know, from time to time when your bags are big, they're huge, they're completely filled, and be happy. Make some gold out of currencies that nobody cares about. I will be updating this video, of course. If you check in the comments down below, if anything changes, I will. Leave your questions down below. If I got anything wrong, you can also do this. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support me. Go to my Twitch to watch me live. Go to my Discord if you want to hang out off stream.